Hey, and welcome to RazorsEdgeGames.org. This is Scavenger SV-4. Now, this is not a flight simulator per se. This is actually a sci-fi, semi-horror, semi-roguelike puzzle collection game. Basically, you are dying. It's highly repeatable. You can play over and over. Every scenario is different. What you do in this is basically you use a rover to examine and gather parts to improve your rover and beat the game. So that's the premise. I'm going to give you a quick tour of all the systems inside the ship and a couple of tips, but there is no spoilers in this video, but there's definitely a complete spoiler section on the forums. So I can basically create a male or female and change your name. You can change the paint scheme on your ship. You can do whatever you want. And then basically you just start the game. Okay, so there is a bunk terminal. You can read the log entries and it gives you history, and they're always different. Now, to click in and out, basically when you hover over a screen, it's going to be like a flashy blue. You just left click on it and you can interact. So you can read the log of the story of the particular mission that you're on. You can also play a little mini game. And there are system failures. That's a whole nother story. We'll get into that as well. So let's quit before we get destroyed. You can turn music on. So the only issue I found, and I don't know if it's my graphics card or what, but I become a midget. Now, we're being exposed to radiation. There is an EVA suit, and you can see that actually has a full supply of air, and will cover the EVA walk as well. This is an overall life support systems terminal. And you can see here our oxygen, all of our levels. You can close the air valves and you can open them. All of this has a purpose. And as you can see, I keep growing and shrinking. Here's another terminal. So you can get a systems overview. Right now everything's normal. And everything's green in the user terminals. And this is actually where you can force reboots on each system. So we're all green right now. Everything's running normal. This is the medical bay. You're going to become real familiar with this. So basically you can click on the auto dock. And it'll run a full scan on you. It'll ask if there's a problem, it'll treat you. So we have had some radiation exposure, so let's go ahead and treat that. Alright, and let's deactivate. We're normal condition right now. We can hit escape there. So there is radiation. Now this is the rover. You can send the rover to the garage, and that basically puts it into a position where you can install and uninstall parts that you're going to find on the surface of the planet. So let's move on. This is a science lab. Once you fill the rover, you're going to use this to research the parts because you'll have no idea what they are. You have to research them. And this is the garage. So once it's in here, you can uninstall, install, repair, or scrap. So you're gonna have to make some choices. Here's the engineering room. And we're still all good. Alright, so that's pretty much the ship except for the bridge. So let's go up to the bridge, and this is actually where you control the rover. So let's go ahead and establish communication link with the rover. And these are the interactive. You can power up systems and power them down by over on this bar, because you'll pick up items that you'll need the auxiliary generator for, or other parts for more battery power. Now the turret basically allows, it's a camera on the rover itself, and to launch it we just basically click the button and we're gonna send it down to the planet. So while it's going to the planet, I'm going to go treat. And it just failed. Kernel failure. Must be Linux. So there's our failure. Let's reboot it. So I guess we don't get our terminal or our auto dock repair. But it looks like our rover is entering the atmosphere now, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now there's a huge amount of configuration. I'm running on Ultra all the way out. But unfortunately I can't show you that because it's actually outside the game. There's also a PDF file that you can, it's called the, ow, that hurt. Alright, so I can move the rover around, but you can see my charge and my survey map. There's creatures on this planet. When you're close to something, it'll tell you. There's an object nearby, and you'll get a pickup when you're close to it. There we go. Alright, so we've recovered one piece. Let's go around here and make sure we don't get shot. I have no idea where this object is. If I can get close enough. No, I'm hitting it. Whatever this thing is. Alien artifact. I may not be able to reach it with the equipment that I have. Oh, maybe in here. There we go. Alright, so we got two pieces here. We can, there's also a map, so if you click on any of these, actually, you can do a status display, and this will show you your status. You can click on microphone, so I can see the map over here, and I can see the microphone here, which will show you, you'll pick the sounds up. And you can click the target window that you want it in. So we got the survey map there. I usually run the microphone over here and the video camera. You can use that one, but I usually run it here. Alright, but we're going to recall. We're going to bring this thing back home. And I'm going to leave that terminal. It'll come back on its own. Let's see if we can go heal real quick. Oh, crap. Do we wanted to treat it if something just broke down? Alright, so we're still doing okay. Alright, but we've got a failure, so let's go see what it is. Life support. That's great. Alright. And let's go check out our rover. That's the exit, by the way. That's the airlock for the EVA. Alright, yep. I'm looking at the camera. We are home. So let's go to the terminal. These are our two parts. So we're going to send the... Let's see, we can drag these over to the science lab. And you can actually look down there and see that they were moving. There, you see the arm. Alright, so let's go over here. And research. And that will take a few minutes. Now I could actually send the rover back down to the planet. There's a lot of things you can do. There's no one wrong. Oh, nice surface plate. That is, yeah, some kind of armor. I've had turrets fire at me on the planet's surface. Let's take a look at our ship. Everything looks good. Alright, so now we've got that. See here. We can move those to the garage. So we've got a heavy laser and armor plating. So let's send the rover to the garage. I'll show you how that works. Alright, there's our rover. Now if we want to install the armor plating, you can see the slots that it has, and I just click yes. Doesn't look like we can use... Well, I don't... There's no power because it's a plating. I get that. Alright. Now I'll show you with heavy laser, if we install that, I guarantee you, if we turn off the auxiliary generator, this is going to be orange when I light it up. at least we have some defenses now on our... No, actually not. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so we've got a heavy laser. We've got extra armor. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's send the rover back to the cargo bay. And I'll show you the EVA walk real quick. Now remember, there's radiation. We're taking radiation poisoning inside a shielded ship. Imagine how much you're gonna take being outside the ship. Whoa, sucked out. Now, we have no real reason to be out here right now. Oh, let me in. Close. Okay. Oh, we left it open. Whoa! Did you see that? I did shut that door, didn't I? That was crazy. Alright, let's get out of this suit. Alright, now let's go to the med station. I'll show you how much radiation we just took. Alright, so we got some cellular damage. And it goes from this to tumors to where you start seeing red. Alright. So we're good to go. You're going to want to play... it's a kind of a spoiler there, but you're going to want to keep up on that. You want to keep your radiation levels low. Alright, let's send the rover back down. Now it's orange. Alright, let's turn it off. Alright, so we can see up here where we bit. I should have thought about that. That was stupid. I should have changed the coordinates. You can decide where you're going to land. Alright, I want to see what this looks like. And watch the power drain. Let's turn on the generator. And turn it. So it fires from the front of the ship. That's great. Whoa. Turn that laser off. I thought there would be something right here. Apparently not. Alright. Turn that off. Oh, that's moving. Is that my paranoia? Nope, that was my paranoia. Where is it at? Oh, pick up. Get it. Alright, let's see if we can find one more thing. Now remember, you got to refill the generator. But I'm leaving a lot of this up to you to figure out. Wow, there's a lot of stuff down here. Let's see, it's in this. This looks pretty cool. Yeah, we definitely want to come back in this area. Alright, let's go back. I can't seem to find the object. I got one. Object in range. What's up? I've never seen. Oh, all the inventory slots are full. I didn't think about that. Alright, we'll recall. So in a nutshell, that's the game. You can save and exit. It does have an autosave, so as you move along, even with a crash, and the crash was my related. My antivirus kicked off and crashed my game. But I mean, it's a pretty decent look. If this is something that appeals to you, sci-fi, rogue, survival, and mysteries, and there definitely is a lot of story to this. It's as much or as little as you make of it. So hopefully you enjoyed this look. Again, it's Scavenger SV-4. It's a one developer, Derek Rule. Very active on the forums. I did get this from Steam Direct, so thank you, Derek, for the preview, and hopefully I did a decent job with not spoiling the game, but showing off the features. Again, thank everybody for watching. I always appreciate the views and the comments and feedback, and go check out the game. It's on Steam, and I'll put the link in the video comments, and check it out. I read the reviews. There's other videos from some other media providers. I suggest you watch theirs. I think one of them even did like 3 episodes. So check it out and see what you think. All right, so this is Razor. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you.